welcome to Rise of Industry. Let's just cycle through that real quick. And today we have a quick tutorial video, I guess. We're going to tell you something that's bugged me forever in this game, and we finally found ways around it. So we're going to go ahead and talk about selling excess capacity. As the title probably says. That's the main point of the video. There might be a couple other things going on, but that's going to be the main thrust of it. So, we have a warehouse here. And this warehouse automatically connects to everything around it and pulls in all the products and distributes all the products. And I don't have to do anything, which is great, wonderful, lovely, except sometimes you make something that you want to sell, but you also want it to go to other companies within. Now, under normal circumstances, and we're not under normal circumstances because I'll show you a sec. Settings. This defaults to manual first. Okay. Manual. Let's pretend that's what it is. All right. So my setup is not going to work right now. All right. So if you say, hey, all right, this is going to take care of that thing. Send this to the hardware store and keep 4. Okay. What's going to happen is this is going to hold 4, but it will not let any other cotton, because it's a cotton, get sent anywhere until it hits the max sent. So if you have infinite max sent, it's going to keep sending forever. Okay, it's never going to clear this. I have meet demand on, so it would send it. It would send it to other things once it met demand, which is great if you're meeting demand every month, every half month, whatever. Not so great when you're just selling a couple excess to, get a little extra money back. All right, because it's never going to send it to your buildings in here because it's set to do manual first, and this hasn't cleared yet. The fact that I'm keeping 4 and that those are supposed to go to, it does not care. It does not care. All right. So one way to fix that is to change your setting. You go into setting, gameplay, change it to do auto first, then manual, then logistic. I don't know anything about logistic. Honestly, never got that far. But all right, that's one way. So now it will, and I verified this. I watched it happen. It did send it to the textile factory too before it sent it to here. It didn't have to keep 4. It'll send them. All right, so that's good. That'll fix it. And I feel like that's like the major fix. But what if there's something wrong with that? So you need manual to come first for some reason. Okay? What you can do is set up 2, and it's always going to go to the first one first. So say, all right, we're going to keep it the way it was. We're going to go ahead and set up cotton to go to here. Okay. Now it's on the top. It does top ones first. You can put in a max sent. A min kept you don't need because it's that kind of thing. And I think I tried this and it doesn't actually send more than 1 unit to a textile factory. So you can't save traffic that way. But you can... no, that's it. This didn't work. What you can do with a warehouse, though, is you can send direct to a store and it will do 2 at a time. That's the other thing I want to talk about. So whenever you set this up, make sure you're clicking the wait until full if you want. I mean, if you don't want to, you don't have to. Like, that's why it's an option. I like meet demand because it just says go sell until then, and then it will stop, and then you can see in your warehouse what's happening rather than having to look at the store. Yeah, so what I have here is just everything set up. But yeah, this works too. The problem with that is that these are supposed to be automatic warehouses, and that makes them not automatic. But if for some reason you have to do manual as your main, you have to set it up this way, or it's not going to work. Um, and that stinks. We don't want it to stink. We want it to be fun and just get down to nitty gritty. But it took me way too long to figure out that that's the option I needed to change. So I just wanted to share that with you, and hopefully that will help you get past the, this little problem that this game has always had, and you'll be able to use the same warehouse for um, producing raw goods as well as producing the more finished goods like fibers or dye or whatever it is you happen to have. I happen to have a clothing store here. So, and I do recommend that you hit tier 2 products right away. Yes, you can do tier 1 products, or I'm sorry, tier 1 products. Yes, you can do raw materials and stuff to the grocery store or whatever. But look, it doesn't make nearly enough money. It's barely worth the transpo cost, even with the two at a time. So I just recommend you hit a tier 2 right away. And I saw another tutorial video in this tech tree thing that you want to do harvester, like land harvester 2 is your first one. That's probably not a bad idea. I mean, that really increases production. But obviously I did not go that way. I said to take this with one of your free ones so that you can grab these. Now, alright, so that's for someone who knows what they're doing with setting up manual stuff. But like, you can do the manual stuff from every single factory if you want. Like, you can send this straight back to Foxborough. You don't need to have it go through the warehouse. The problem is that it'll only send one. And so having it stop at the warehouse is probably a good idea, because then it will send 2 at once. And that's just a little bit more efficient. Alright, so that's what I got for you. Enjoy Rise of Industry. I'm so glad it was free on Epic so that you can play it. I hope you grabbed it. If you didn't, then I mean, I think it's worth picking up. But then again, this is my jam. I love a business game, and although some people say like Open Transport Tycoon is better, well, here you get to build your industries and you make the money from the industries, not from the transportation. And I think it's a good enough difference that this deserves its own game. I like running businesses. I mean, I like running a logistics business, but I also like running factories and producing stuff and selling it to people. And sometimes I'm in the mood for that, so I have Rise of Industry to kind of take care of that itch in a simple way. I mean, there are others, Capitalism 2, which has been worked on a lot, Capitalism Lab and all that. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope this helps. We'll see you next time.